So you quantum jumped, you went into the mirror, you made a different selection for the reality that you wanted to experience, and now you're in that reality. But did you die? Like, what happened to the old you? If you're new here, my name is Ty, the Manifestation Goddess. I'm a spiritual oracle, manifestation mentor, modern day ascended master. There's ways to work with me in the description. But I love this beautiful question that I got from one of my subscribers because it really makes you think, especially if you're here, you've already quantum jumped. So what happened to that old timeline? And a lot of times, a lot of us here, we tend to be empathetic. So we're wondering like, oh, but did I kill off the old version of me? Not necessarily. I want y'all to keep in mind when we're asking questions like this, it's because we're viewing time as linear. We tend to think the past happened, so this must happen. And if I'm selecting a different timeline, this version of me must not exist. But I want you to keep in mind, I get it. It's your ego. Your ego wants to keep you safe. You have to keep in mind, all realities exist. Every last one of them. What you are experiencing by choosing a different reality, by going quantum, going into the 4D and selecting a different timeline, is you're simply now putting your awareness on the reality that you desire to experience. So that old version of you, no rest in peace, because that old version of you still exists. You are simply experiencing the reality in which your awareness is placed on. And if this helps, I believe in quantum immortality. So nothing ends, nothing disappears. You will never experience your own death. For you, as pure consciousness, your awareness is now just on the reality that you wish to experience. And you can also think of it like this. You can think of it as a TV station. Say that you're watching the channel and then you change the channel. That channel still exists. However, it doesn't exist to you because your awareness is no longer on that channel. You change the channel. So simply think of you experiencing 3D reality that way. So if you quantum jumped, which you did, you're now making different choices. So you're experiencing a different reality. That old reality is still existing. It didn't disappear. You didn't die. You are simply now experiencing the reality in which your awareness is on. It's given main character energy. Think of it as The Sims. You are playing as the avatar. So I'm playing as the sim, the avatar, Ty. However, you still exist. All of those other sims still exist. But as the main character, I'm experiencing me. I'm experiencing this reality. But I want y'all to also know, as pure consciousness, as 5D, you have the capability of zooming out and seeing everything unfold. Y'all can do it this way. If you want to see everything playing out, y'all know I love going 5D, which is pure consciousness. You, as the player, and the creator, as all of this, you can go 5D, which is pure consciousness. Again, you can zoom out and see all of this playing out, and you can understand and accept that if all realities exist, if every single version of me already exists, if every single timeline already exists, me choosing this timeline does not interfere with another timeline because you are pure consciousness. You are 5D. So whatever you are putting your awareness on, that is what you are experiencing. But it doesn't take away from the other timeline. So if you want to hold space for that, goddess, you can, but understand it that you've quantum jumped and you have decided to select the reality where you are experiencing your highest and greatest desires. But goddess, know that the old version of you still exists. You, by the decisions you're making, is selecting which reality you are experiencing at any given time. Remember, time is not linear. So based on your decisions, you may be going in and out of realities, in and out of states, but it becomes, where is your awareness? So you may go back to that old version of you if that's where your awareness is. So don't give that old version of you your awareness because that's what you're going to continue to experience. So if you've already decided to quantum jump, stick in that awareness. Keep giving your attention to that reality because that is what you're going to experience in live mode in the 3D. So yes, you've quantum jumped, But what you really did was decide to put your awareness on the reality in which you desire to experience. And I want y'all to think about it when you're getting your manifestations, because I've always talked about how your manifestations are simply a byproduct of who you are being. So you experiencing your manifestations is because you're now being the person you desire to experience. So again, keeping in mind, all realities exist. So the question isn't what happened to that old version of me. The question is, why am I still putting my awareness there? Because all realities exist, so that old version of me still exists, but why am I putting my awareness on a reality that I do not want to experience? It goes back to, we don't entertain what we don't want to experience. So I'm not going to give my attention to a reality that I no longer want to experience. So guys and goddesses, if you're ever wondering, well, whatever happened to that old version of me? Comment 5D below, because I want you to remember that your awareness, that you are pure consciousness, and you get to decide where you're putting your awareness. Remember, the 3D is simply the playground. We are here to simply play, enjoy, have fun in this live gameplay mode. However, all realities exist, so you get to decide which playground are you playing on. Do you want to play on super easy mode? Do you want to enjoy all of your desires? Do you want to manifest instantly? You get to decide, and you hold space for that old version of you, because that old version of you still exists, and you can go back at any given time based on your awareness, based on your attention, based on who are you being. So decide now that I am the highest and greatest version of myself, because I've already quantum jumped into that reality. In this reality, I don't entertain what I don't want to experience. So I don't want to experience that old version of me. So I'm not even entertaining it. And as pure consciousness, I have the free will to do whatever I want to do. And remember, in this reality, you are a passenger princess to your God self. So you are allowing your God self to lead you to your highest and greatest desires. You are simply here for the ride. You are in the 3D, in the passenger seat, being a passenger princess, eating your snacks as the reality that you've already decided to experience is unfolded. Keep your awareness and your attention on that if that is what you wish to experience. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh, bye.